I am a wedding dress designer. A bride's mother kept insulting my work in Korean, not realizing I grew up bilingual. I waited until the perfect moment to reveal it. As a bridal designer with my own boutique in Los Angeles, I've learned that wedding dress shopping brings out every family's true dynamics. I've seen tears of joy controlling mothers and sisters competing for attention, but one appointment stands out as my favorite. Wait for the perfect moment victory. Lisa, a Korean-American bride in her late 20s, arrived with her mother and future mother-in-law for her final fitting. Lisa had chosen one of my signature designs, a modern silhouette with traditional Korean-inspired embroidery that honored her heritage while reflecting her contemporary style. She'd been a dream to work with, decisive, appreciative, and clear about her vision. Her mother, however, had been difficult from day one. She wanted a traditional ball gown with heavy beading and had made her disappointment clear when Lisa chose my design instead. What she didn't know was that I'd grown up in a bilingual household with a Korean mother and American father. I speak Korean fluently, though I don't look Korean enough for most people to assume I would understand. During the fitting, Lisa stepped onto the pedestal in her completed gown, her eyes filling with tears as she saw herself as a bride for the first time. Her future mother-in-law gasped in admiration, saying it was the most beautiful dress she'd ever seen. Lisa's mother, however, immediately began speaking rapid Korean to her daughter. You look like you are wearing a tablecloth. I told you to get the princess dress. This designer clearly doesn't know what she's doing. The stitching looks cheap. Ex-men at the wedding will think you couldn't afford a proper dress. Lisa's face fell slightly, though she maintained her composure and didn't translate for anyone. I continued pinning minor adjustments as if I hadn't understood a word, watching Lisa try to stand tall despite her mother's cutting remarks. The criticism continued for 20 minutes. The embroidery was tacky, the silhouette made Lisa look wide, and I had overcharged for such simple work. Each comment hit Lisa visibly, though she kept smiling and saying Mom thinks it might need a few adjustments to the others. I waited patiently, marking the final adjustments while her mother continued her commentary. Finally, when Lisa stepped down to change, her mother made one last remark in Korean. I don't know why you wasted money on this amateur designer. Your cousin's wedding dress was so much more elegant, and it cost half as much. That was my moment. I turned to her mother, smiled warmly, and responded in perfect Korean. I understand you prefer a more traditional style, but Lisa chose this design because it represents both her heritage and her future. The embroidery actually contained symbols meaningful to your family. Lisa provided photos of your mother's wedding handbag for inspiration. The simple silk was imported from Korea and cost $200 per yard. I didn't mention this before because Lisa wanted to surprise you with these details. The color drained from her face as she realized I'd understood every critical word. Lisa's hand flew to her mouth, her eyes wide. The future mother-in-law, sensing something significant had happened, looked between us in confusion. I continued in English. I've incorporated traditional Korean symbols representing harmony and family unity into the embroidery pattern. Lisa wanted to honor your family traditions while creating her own. I pulled out my design book to show her close-ups of the embroidery details and their meaning. As I explained each symbol, I could see her mother's expression softening, perhaps realizing that her daughter had thought deeply about family while making her choice. When Lisa emerged from the dressing room, her mother approached her, and speaking Korean that she still thought only Lisa understood, said, "Friend, the dress is beautiful. You made the right choice." Lisa burst into tears and hugged her mother. Later, as they were leaving, her mother approached me privately and apologized in Korean, admitting her comments had come from anxiety about her only daughter getting married, not from genuine dislike of my work. They ended up ordering 3 custom mother of the bride outfits from my collection, and Lisa's mother has since referred 6 Korean-American brides to my boutique. Sometimes understanding exactly what someone is saying about you and waiting for the perfect moment to reveal it can transform a relationship from conflict to respect.